Hi guys, welcome to my practice. My name is Anya and today I'll be teaching a Vinyasa style flow, perfect for those who like something more fast-paced, more dynamic. This is going to be a quick flow to get you moving, get you energized, and maybe break a little sweat. Let's get started. We're going to start seated on our shins. Gaze can be down at the mat right in front of you or your eyes closed. Place your palms onto your thighs. And let's take a deep grounding breath in here. Inhale. Exhale, let your shoulders drop. On your next inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, fingertips reach high. And exhale, bring your palms down and come into tabletop position, shoulders stacked over your wrists, knees hip width apart, gaze down at the mat. And from here, we're going to inhale, drop your belly, gaze lifts. Exhale, round your back for cat, push the mat away. Inhale, gaze lifts, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round your back, pressing the mat away. Last time from here, inhale, tailbone lifts, gaze lifts. And exhale, round your back, protract your shoulders. Come back to neutral. We're going to extend your right leg back and up. Left arm extends forward. Find length here. And inhale. As you exhale, you're going to crunch your elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen one more time. And exhale, come back to center, switching sides, extend your left leg back and up. Right arm reaches forward, navel tucked in towards the spine. Take a moment here. Inhale. And as you exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen here. And exhale, come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes and hover your knees off the mat just a few inches. Hold it here. Engage your core. Engage your shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. Gaze is down at the mat, neck is long. Stay here for another moment. And we're going to start to press up into your first downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Heels drop down towards the mat. Fingertips spread wide on the mat, that's your base. Stay here for a moment, take a deep breath in. And exhale, bend your right knee, let your right hip drop. Inhale, come onto your tippy toes and switch sides. Let your left hip drop, bending your left knee. Walk out your dog, take any intuitive movement you need to ease into the posture. Another deep breath in here. Exhale. And from your down dog, you're going to gaze forward and start to shift forward into plank pose. Shoulders come over your wrists. Stay here for a moment and then shift back to down dog. Let your heels drop. Gazing at your toes. Inhale. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift your weight forward, knee to chest. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, last time, lift your right leg up. Exhale, shift forward, hold your knee off the mat and step your right leg forward, coming into your crescent lunge, hands to your hips. Stay here. Inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to carefully step forward to chair pose. Arms reaching up high, gaze forward. Feet together, knees together, hips dropping back and down. Legs are strong, shoulders engaged. And start to bring your palms to heart center. Straighten your left leg.
Right foot lifts off the mat, knee bent, and we're going into Garudasana Eagle Pose. Right knee over the left knee, right elbow under the left elbow. Palms come together at the top, or if it feels difficult here, you can hug your shoulders. Elbows in line with your shoulders, gaze forward, hold it here for a few breaths. And we're going to start to unwind the arms, unwind the legs. Send your right leg back, hinge forward, and come into our warrior three. Back foot is flexed, gaze down at the mat, hands to prayer, warrior three. Left leg can be slightly bent, micro bend in your left knee, or keep it straight. If you've got a block, you can use it to help you balance. Last breath here. And exhale, step your right knee back to chair pose, hands to prayer. And we're going to take a chair twist, revolved chair, left elbow to your right knee, palms together, twisted chair pose, knees together, feet together, left elbow pressing into your right knee, palms pressing into each other. Stay here, gaze can be towards the right or towards the sky. And come back to center. Extend your arms forward and start to slowly sink your hips down towards the mat. Come to seated on your sits bones and into Navasana boat pose. Arms extended forward, fingertips reaching forward. You can straighten your knees, straighten your legs for a bit of an extra challenge, or keep your knees bent. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Start to lower down onto the mat into low boat. Roll your spine onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Shoulder blades off the mat. Arms reaching forward, gaze at your toes, low boat. Last breath here. And exhale, start to lie down on your mat. Relax, reach your arms over your head, take a big stretch. And hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe rock side to side. And we're going to start to rock up and back, forward and back, until you rock forward and come to standing on your feet, or make your way to your feet and to a forward fold. Take a moment here, halfway lift, straighten your spine, gaze forward, find length, and forward fold over your legs. You can bend your legs slightly, and we're trying to find length in your spine here, and drop your head towards the ground, belly towards your thighs, chest towards your knees. You can grab onto your ankles, you can walk your hands back. Find what works for you today. Just another breath here. And exhale. Inhale, come into your halfway lift, spine straightens. And exhale, palms to your mat, step back to plank. Take your Vinyasa Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to your chest. Hover your knee off the mat. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee into your nose. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, hover your knee off the mat and step your left foot forward, coming into your crescent lunge on the left side. You're on the ball of your back foot, hands to your hips. And when you're ready, you're going to carefully step to chair pose, back in chair, hands to prayer. And we're going to start to straighten your right leg. Left foot lifts up. And Garudasana Eagle Pose on the left side. left knee over the right, left arm under the right, palms come together at the top, or you can hug your shoulders. Stay here, gaze forward, elbows in line with your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your balance. If you lose your balance, just get back into it. And we're going to start to unwind the arms, unwind your legs. Start to hinge forward, send your left leg back into Warrior 3. Left foot is flexed, gaze down at the mat, hands to prayer. Stay here. Again, you can micro bend your right knee or keep it straight, whatever works for you. And when you're ready, carefully step your left foot forward to chair pose, feet together, knees together. Let's hold it here in chair pose for a few breaths. Inhale. And exhale, straighten your arms, reach your hands forward and start to sink your hips down at the mat. Sits bones come to seated on the mat, Navasana boat pose. Gaze forward at your toes. Knees can be bent, or you can straighten your legs if you want a bit of an extra challenge. We're going to be here for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Start to slowly roll your spine onto the mat to low boat, keeping your shoulder blades off the mat, core engaged, fingertips reaching towards your feet, gaze at your toes, and come down to lying down on your mat. Hug your knees into your chest once again, and start to rock back and forth. And we're going to come into Malasana Yogi Squat, so come onto your feet, make your way onto your feet. Feet mat width apart, toes turned outwards, and squat down low into Malasana Yogi Squat. Stay here, elbows pressing your knees outwards, palms pressing into each other. See if you can open your chest a little bit more. If you need a few blocks under your sits bones to give you some lift, please use them. Just another breath here. And exhale, place your palms onto the mat, step back to plank, make your way to plank. Let's take a few breaths here in plank. Core engaged, navel tucked in towards the back of your spine. Neck is long, gaze down at the mat. Another breath here, inhale. Exhale. Last breath here, inhale. And exhale, shift onto your toes forward and start to lower down slowly to your mat. Lie down on the mat, extend your arms alongside your body. And we're going to go into locust pose. As you inhale, you're going to lift your chest, lift your feet off the mat, legs lift off the mat, glutes engaged, shoulder blades squeezing together. You can fly your arms out. Stay here, gaze down at the mat. And exhale, lower back down, ear to your mat. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale, rise up, chest lifts, feet lift. Fly your arms out, reach your fingertips back, shoulder blades squeezing together. Glutes engaged, back engaged. And come back down. From here, we're going to shift into Cobra. Place your palms under your shoulders and peel your chest off the mat. Feel the back bend. And start to shift your hips back into Child's Pose. Take a moment in Child's Pose. Forehead to your mat if that's available. And from Child's Pose, you're going to start to walk your hands towards you and come to a seated position over your shins like we started. And then flip to sitting down on your mat onto your sits bones. Extend your arms forward and slowly come to lying down on your mat, one vertebrae at a time. Lie your spine down onto the mat, head comes down last. And we're going to take a few spinal twists before we wrap up our practice. Lift your legs up, feet reach up towards the sky. Right leg over the left and let your knees fall over to the left side. Left arm comes onto your right knee. Right arm extended towards the right, gaze towards the right. Take a few breaths here, inhale. And exhale, maybe twist a bit deeper. Last time, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Last inhale. And exhale, start to come back to center. Reach your feet up towards the sky and switch sides. Left leg over the right. Knees fall over to the right side. Left arm extended towards the left. Right arm can come on to your left knee, holding your knees down. Take a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Notice if your left shoulder is lying down on the mat. Can you adjust for a bit of a deeper twist? One more inhale here. Exhale. And start to come back to center. Extend your feet up towards the sky. And we're going to go into happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet and let your knees splay wide. Open your hips. Let your knees fall towards your underarms, pulling your feet towards you. Enjoy this happy baby. Maybe rock side to side. You can play around with it. Straighten one leg, straighten the other. Or just stay here in happy baby and relax. Last breath here. And exhale, let go of your feet. And you can extend your legs onto the mat. Feet mat width apart or a little bit closer together. Arms extend along your body. We're in Shavasana. Final rest after our practice. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale any tension left in your body. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana a bit longer, you're welcome to pause the video and take a few minutes here to come back to yourself, to come back to your breath, to come back to your mat before you continue on to your day. Otherwise, reach your arms over your head. Take a big good morning stretch and hug your knees into your chest. Roll up like a ball. Give yourself a big hug. And you can start to fall onto one side into fetal position. Rebirth after your practice. And when you're ready, you can press your palm into the mat. Coming up to Sukhasana, easy seated position with your legs crossed. Place your palms onto your knees. Let's take one grounding inhale here. And exhale. Let your shoulders drop down. On your next inhale, reach your arms over your head. Palms come together at the top. And down to heart center. Bow your chin to your chest. And namaste. Thank you. Thank you for doing this practice with me, taking the time to move, to breathe together. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video.